last time we met, you were saying that you'd started writing a musical version of A Fish Called Wanda with your daughter,
With my
Camilla.
daughter, Camilla, that's right.
Yeah, and you're still in the middle of that.
Well, what we're trying to do is we've actually boiled the story down, because what's quite interesting is if you have a 110-minute movie, you've got about half it for a musical, because then you've got all the other songs and those kind of numbers. But Camilla and I got a couple of very keen ideas. One is we don't want the songs to go on very long.
Right.
We think that one of the weaknesses of a lot of musicals is the songs go on too long.
I could not agree more.
Great.
Absolutely right.
So sometimes we'll just have a song that might be 3 verses and that's it.
Excellent.
And we're only going to have songs, hopefully, if they can be funny. I suppose we might have one touching song, but Camilla doesn't even want that. So we want to, and now we're writing lyrics. And I have a reasonably good sense of rhythm about words, but I don't know anything about songs. You remember I was in a Broadway musical, I wasn't allowed to sing, I told you that.
Yes, you did.
So I'm so terrible. So I sort of still have to find out what a middle 8 is, but I can write a reasonably rhythmic verse, and Camilla is far more talented than I am, and when we can get her out of the nail salon.
Well, there are many...
She's a real girl.
Really, is she? Well, listen, last time you came on our previous series, we showed our favourite moment, which was that wonderful seduction scene, which is interrupted, of course, with Jamie Lee Curtis, and when you strip off and talk Russian. This is our second favourite scene, and this is actually, if you think about it, actually, there are lots of separate storylines which come together at the end of Fish Called Wanda, and you and Kevin Kline, don't really come together until towards the end. But when you do, it's spectacular, and I'd love to see this as a musical number.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
It's in there. 7 jokes in about 45 seconds.
You see. He's a genius. Because you never know what he's going to do next. The editors say he's a nightmare to edit because he doesn't do the same thing in any take, so cutting it together is difficult. But it's I've never seen anyone so perfectly in the moment as he's acting, and he's lovely. But we're wondering about the airport. Do we do the last 20 minutes at the airport? And so Camilla and I said, well, the last 20 minutes of the film is up for grabs. So if anybody has got a great idea about how we could end the musical...
You can't do the steamroller. You can't do a steamroller on stage,
well,
can you? Well, I
we
suppose
can
you can do anything on stage.
because they can do anything on stage, but I think it will be slightly disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you see the plane taking off, maybe it should be somewhere else. I'm wondering if it should be in a dockside, and Archie and Wanda get in the boat, and then Kevin comes along, and there's a shark circling round, and maybe he doesn't quite make the... I don't know.
Well, give us some thought and I'll email you.
All right. Okay. All right. But if any of you got ideas, it'd be great.